But okay, let's get ready to hop into it here, and hopefully we'll be able to dance with the one that brought us. I mean, we could with one of these, but let's risk it on a reroll because I want something new. There we go, fantastic. Maybe not quite what we were looking for in terms of overall squad here, but this will be good for at least a run or two here. Definitely put you in the back, so you're getting buffed up by our lovely little bluebird pal here. Fantastic. Suspicious, eager, proper. Let's go with suspicious bits. I like the sound of that. No, not the bees. Yes, we will be taking a decent break from the bees at the very least now that we got it. Better than eager bits? I don't know. It depends on what brand of suspicious they are. There's something off about those bits. Don't think we'll worry too much about the beaver. We could try beetle again here. See if we can get it to work out a little bit more. I mean, at the end of the day, at the very least, the beetle is statted like a fish and has a little bit more of an upside, at least in the now. The fish kind of depends on getting those level ups, but beetle, now that I can kind of work with. Sometimes it's good, exactly. Sometimes you want a little bit of mystique, some mystery in there. Never can tell with these things. So I think we're going to keep buffing up our mosquito. Probably going to buy you. Still roll me once here and see what we get. We've been through the big beaver fever dream before, so we don't have to worry too much about that. And I guess the best thing to do is just buy. We could sell a beaver and buy a beaver. Just try and get some health ups. I put it like that. We can even sell you freeze and maybe get something else. Unfortunately, nothing else popped up there, but that's still fine. You think you enjoy watching me play this a lot more than you enjoy trying to understand it? Just enjoy the pretty colors and the cute little emojis smacking each other. That's the only important thing here. Understanding it is definitely overrated. It's more about the joy and the thrill of dopamine releasing at the colors smashing. By the time you get done with work, trying to think about team comp is too hard. That's very much fair. That's why I think I started pivoting a bit into the challenge builds and stuff. Because sure, in some regards, you're having to think a little bit more about what's going on. But at the same time, if you're shoehorned into a lane and that's all you can do, it simplifies the decision making at the very least. Just anything for the cause becomes the modus operandi at that point. Let's combine our mosquito because I think I will bring swan here. Oh, I actually probably should have fed this beetle. Got another health on our swan, but that's okay. Still might feed the beetle, honestly. Or get a bee going on something. If our mosquito is going to be hitting hard in the back, but not necessarily have any staying power, I feel like the bee there seems pretty straightforward. It's almost like having a worse honey badger with the upside that we're getting the snipe effect, so maybe that'll work out for us. That would be nice. Unfortunately, it does not seem to be the case with this squad here, but turns out it doesn't matter, and we got this in the bag. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and then multiple tabby cats. Again, I'm not a fan of you, but at some point we're going to have to get a level 3 tabby cat going, right? We also really wanted to see more bluebirds so that we could actually argue for keeping this buddy around, but unfortunately, this too does not seem to pass. So let's just sell this son of a gun. Let's maybe feed this beetle, get a little bit more health here, and then we can try out the cat. I'm not sure how I feel about you, but it's interesting at the very least, right? Can feed you an early bee as well, just to get that trigger effect. That is just end of battle until end of battle, yeah. A little bit more damage. Again, doesn't seem like a huge upside here. But I would be happy, overjoyed even, to be proven wrong in that regard. Unfortunately, this peacock is going to be a little bit of a thorn in our side. Oh, I thought we definitely lost this, but that honey mosquito, a little bit of sweetness on your mosquito goes a long way. Fantastic. Tropical fish. Give adjacent friends +1 health. Ooh, see, that's a bit more my speed. I have high amounts of respect for the HB game. Interesting. So I'm not allowed to sell the bluebird. I'd have to probably get rid of the swan, maybe slot this buddy in between our hungry friends here. Seems all right. Let's try it out. Maybe a salad, and ooh, we do get the triggers exactly where I wanted them. And then let's get you looking a little bit healthier. In fact, we could go here, and then our mosquitoes getting buffed up on 2 quarters. That seems kind of nice, potentially. And we'll just roll past. Okay, level 2 tabby cat in the works, level 2 beetle in the works. Firing on all cylinders. Let's maybe see what we get from that rooster. All right, I haven't tried rooster too much with their new iteration here. I'm sure they're still usable, but you definitely have to commit a decent amount in order to make them work. At least so it would seem. More beetles. I mean, unfortunately, beetle probably has to be sold next. Does freezing something preserve it between rounds or just for that round? It preserves it between rounds. And that's exactly in its current state. So you can actually use the freeze in kind of fun ways where you can freeze something up, feed this beetle a bunch, so you're just constantly stacking up more and more on that specific unit, and then finally let it pop at a later date. Let's just roll past that. I think a level 2 beetle is good enough for me, since again, it might be something we sell. Tropical fish might be on the chopping block first, of course. Let's just see how it goes, I guess. It's a little bit of a slow start here. Not getting too much of the food that we so desire in order to make it work. Oh, quickly close my door here. Oh, fantastic work, squad. Didn't even need me paying attention. Don't even need your supervisor anymore. Fantastic stuff. Let's level up. Micro make all pets weak. It's interesting. So if we put you at the front, it overrides all of our stuff. Not great. In fact, in general, I don't think this works here, but one of these days, I'd really be interested in trying to get some silly stuff going on with the microbe. Because it's interesting, take away all your opponent's melon armors. Make that honey badger a little bit more tenable to deal with. That seems kind of nice. Here we go, garlic for our cat friend, buff everybody up, that seems swell. And since we have to keep you around anyway, I think we might as well have you do a little bit more for us, shall we? I can't believe not a single bluebird has shown up since the very first one. Such a shame. But hey, sometimes you just gotta force your way through. And this is definitely a fantastic squad for us to be up against. So that works out extremely well. And onwards and upwards we go. Leveling up Mosquito definitely seems to work out. Eagle, summon 1 level 1 tier 6 pet. And there's also a pill here. Can I get a free tier 6 pet? And this is like the earliest I could possibly do it too, on round 7. That seems very cool and very fun. So bring you out. I plop you down. And then I kill you? And what do we get? A boar. Hello, welcome to the squad. Well, okie dokie. I mean, decent stat line for where we're at here. I don't know where it really fits in with the squad. I guess kind of just slap it down somewhere. Try that out for size. We can definitely just feed everybody here. Not who I would wanted to go for, but that's cool. That's fine. Well, again, just keep moving forward. A bluebird buff very much not doing much for us anymore at this stage, but that's okay. We're against the submissive bones. Ooh, very early bison action going on, but somehow our squad is holding its own. It's so weird how you can feel so confident about a squad and have it immediately crash and burn to the ground, but then you can have a squad like this where I am not happy. I'm not liking what I see for the most part. I would not expect it to go too far. Yet here we are, somehow, some way, making it work. Let's Let's roll past that. Finally, some more food. So let's maybe get the tabby cat popping. I never did confirm what exactly your upgrade did, but it is just adding 2 attack across the board, so that's nice. And is there anyone else we'd want to swap out? I feel like I'm committing too hard to the squad. The beetle probably is that they're next to go. So we could meet somebody. Let us, for now, just freeze a hatching chick. Roll once. Can always sell by something. Too late for a caterpillar, I think. Far too late for a puppy. Deer, always kind of nice. Probably does slightly better than our beetle for the most part at the very least. Can not doing a whole lot for you. No, I'm just going to roll deep, I think. Commit far harder than I should, and then that's fine. Can buff you up, buff everybody up. Put you somewhere around there, maybe? And that sounds good enough for me. Fantastic. And I mean, this is another squad that it looks at first blush like we could beat, so that's nice. That's a positive for sure. Owning back, yeah, no problems whatsoever. I'm curious what the hen does. I'm guessing it's hen? No, it's just called chicken. Okay, that works too. Buy tier 1 pet. Give current and future shop pets +1/+1. Ooh, so now there's a can mechanic built into an animal. It's like a longer term planning version of a dragon. Don't know how I feel about that. Definitely would have to get that super early in order for it to feel operational in any respect. That's fine. So many bison showing up. It's so unfortunate that we just never quite got there, but that's okay. Chocolate. Let's try and get Tabby Cat to level 3 before we get to the end here, shall we? That would be nice. And I think now's the time to make some changes. So we're gonna sell this son of a gun, bring in a cow, get a bunch of food going, but not to you, friend. No, no, no. To you. And then just attack across the board. Very attack-oriented squad here. Health totals aren't looking that great besides our lovely tabby cat. But hopefully that's a-okay. Poodle gives +1/+1 to 1 pet of each tier. Oh no, I actually have to remember what tier all these pets are. Like 1, that's easy. 1, 6. I just watched you and I already forget. 3 maybe? 3 and 3, something like that. You might even be a 2. Regardless, that's going to take some practice to get used to. I'm so used to just not paying attention whatsoever to the actual numbers going in. Okie dokie. Does it glow the name? Oh, does it? Oh, I'm just stupid. That makes sense. That tracks. That follows with what I would expect from myself here. Oh, would you look at that? It's right there. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, thanks, game. That's lovely for you to do that for me. Do me a real solid there. Make sure that I can actually keep track of things. Thank you so much for pointing that out, A1. Okie dokie. Still no bluebirds. And still can't get rid of you. Such is life. Probably will keep the hatch and chick around. I don't know, maybe I will just buy this mosquito for now since we seem to be fairly locked in on our squad, as desperate as that is. And then maybe we even throw some chocolate the bluebird's way if the game doesn't want to help us out at all. Sometimes you just got to do it yourself, maybe. Alternatively, we try and level up this tabby cat, which does kind of make sense to me. It at least gives us slightly better odds at surviving this next round, which is very much necessary. Oh my gosh, final tabby cat and everything. I mean, at least we're not losing this one for sure, so it's almost guaranteed that we get the first sticker for the tabby cat. So that's something. Though it always feels like a little bit of a waste. Getting a level 3 animal, but not quite bringing it to the brink of victory is always a bit of a rough trade-off. And yeah, not a chance in the world we get through that buffalo. So this is definitely where this team starts to fall off. My commitment to this bird that's doing absolutely nothing for us may be causing some issue here. I'm not too proud to admit. Let's feed ya. No tabby cat, that's fine. It is what it is. And just one more. Let's go for it. All or nothing. Tabby cat build. And it's not super likely, I don't think, that we'll be trying out tabby cat too much in the future. So it'd be nice to get the victory, wouldn't it not? Again, that's a chonky buffalo there. Yeah, not looking great. Definitely not looking good. Oh, so 2 losses so far today. A bit of a rough start, but hey, these are just the growing pains, and I'm sure we'll get a bit more into the groove in no time flat here. At least makes for some quick rounds where you can quickly check up on some of these different animals, maybe learn something new here or there. Seems to work out for me. So let's hop into another one here, and finally we get something a little more up our alley here. So if we have to keep one of these buddies long term, would we rather keep a beetle or a bluebird? I feel like I've been burned by that last round on the bluebird. Not fair necessarily to said bluebird, but definitely is what it is. So let's go beetle. Beetle, you're gonna be our flagship here, and that's a fantastic start. I will gladly take that. Already so much better. Thanks, game, for going that extra mile for me. Extra flexible, chunky. Extra bushes, flexible kilts, chunky lawnmowers. Everyone loves a good chunky lawnmower. Let's go with that. And here we go. Desperately searching, hoping for that victory here. Ooh, I think we do at least get a win early on here. That's better than our usual, just draw over and over again. Drawing ad infinitum. So let's bring in our last beetle friend, an ant. I'd rather have honey or an apple. Let's let fate decide. Honey it is. Also, holy cow, all the beetles you could possibly want. Interesting. So we could feed one of you, and we're in a slightly better position next time on these buddies. That seems kind of nice. Give it a shot here. I mean, I'm definitely always a fan of having a couple ants at the front. Early game, it does a huge amount of work for us. In fact, I think we win this. Beautiful. Well done, squad. Beetles all the way down. And let's get combining here. I guess we do want to combine with one of these sons of guns. Get the slightly higher health total. Flop you on there. Very early caterpillar. We will run into some potential problems in the future if we run out of scaling capabilities, but until that moment, I think I'm pretty happy with that. In fact, please hit back beetle. I'm asking you for this. I'm asking desperately. Please. No, game. Well, unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case here, but that is a-okay. We will go for the early caterpillar, maybe even just bring another beetle up in order to expedite the leveling process over the next couple turns here. We'll have a lot of money to spend on just bringing in some new fresh meat to the squad. That works for me. Trunk lawnmowers versus the smooth seeds. Ooh, that's a good name right there. Fortunately, the numbers just barely not working out for us so far, but hey, we draw these, so that works. We're still at no losses? That is shocking. Very much a surprise to me. But let's combine you in. Hedgehog doesn't do a whole lot for us right now. We could go Ladybug. Ladybug Beetle is a very solid combo. It's a wee bit late to be getting one, but sometimes you gotta just work with what you got here. So we could kill another bee, but I feel like we'd be risking, or not a bee, that's an ant, silly brain. Could kill our ant with a pill, hopefully, again. Crossing our fingers, wishing with all of our hearts that it hits the beetle here. That brings us down to 8. Bring you into the squad. We'd need to buy 2. You know, let's go for it. Please hit my beetle. Just this one time. Oh my gosh. What an ant. MVP of the entire game so far. Fantastic work. I maybe should have bought this beetle first, I just realized, because they would have gained the +1/+1. Let's just throw our mistakes behind us here and not worry about it for now. It is what it is. And we'll just run this full beetle squad. Full bug build? Seems to be. See how it goes up against the withering kilts. Good old Skibola here. Not looking great. I'm gonna get that out of the way right now. Yeah, not even close. I saw those 7/8s in the back line and wasn't looking too hot. So first loss, that's fine. It was bound to happen eventually here. Early buffalo. So we could like combine you in. Definitely freeze you, potentially even you, because that kind of works out with a bit of synergy here. I really want to feed this beetle. I mean, I could combine you. And this is like a 3 mod 2 chance. I took a statistics and probability course, so I should be able to calculate that off the top of my head, but I'm definitely not firing on all cylinders when I'm not actively in a class like that. Let's come on. No chance. It doesn't hit. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. In that case, we're still bringing you onto the squad, Buffalo. Let's try that out. And in a similar regard, I think Owl gets a temporary seat on the squad. Just throw you in the back here, but we at least get that bonus. Fantastic work. Let's head into this. I mean, still pretty happy with the squad here. I'm hoping this beetle will last us a little bit longer at the very least. That's going to be a very scary fish, so I spoke too soon potentially. Or maybe not. Oh my gosh. How? How squad? How do they do it? But fantastic, okay. I'm very happy with that now. Very much not what I was expecting there. Oh, and I just realized this is friend bought, not friend summoned. Interesting. So we don't actually have to do this fancy maneuvering trick. Definitely have to keep that in mind for the future. It's nice not having to have the extra space just for buy sells, so that works out. New squirrel. We do have food going here, but in general, not a huge fan. Dromedary, I think, is slightly too slow at this stage as well. So we could just do something like this. Sell ya. And then I guess we could buy sell one more thing here. In fact, I don't care too much about this ladybug actually getting upgraded. So let's do something a little bit silly here. Just try and buff the buffalo up out of this world. Squirrel at the end. Worth a shot, right? Let's see what we're up against. Honestly, not bad. I think that this is actually finally a squad that I feel a bit more comfortable chunking through. Ended up being much closer than I had any expectations for, but hey, win's a win. So we got there. And let's take advantage of this cheap food. Very glad it hits our buffalo pal. Still, just never going to hit that beetle. Also, llama. If you have 4 or less pets, gain +2/+2. Oh, so a bit of a self-scaler that requires you to run your squad short a member. Huh. It intrigues me. Probably not for this squad. But we'll keep an eye on you, pal. There we go. Finally get the level 3 beetle that we've been looking for. Now we just have to win. That's the hard part. And seal is interesting. We want to go for a full food build here. Switch out our squirrel. Get this buddy buffing up everybody. I think it's worth a shot. Especially since it gets us that extra buffalo trigger anyway, so a bit of a win-win situation, and this squad is looking pretty fantastic for turn 7. I mean, I'm generally happy when I have one unit that's in the double digits in terms of stats, and here we have 3. Seems pretty great. Great work, team. Let's see. Ooh, geez, everything we could possibly ask for in life. Well, don't mind if I do. Let's start here. Probably will be buying you. Let's maybe freeze once and see what else we can pull out of the nether. Alright, so it's going to be hard to level you up for the next little bit. It's so nice that this is triggered on friend bot. That just seems incredibly powerful here. And then instead of salad bowling and hoping it hits the seal, let's just feed the seal an apple, because that will get stats across the board. Beautiful work. Now that there's so many more food critters in the game here, I'm very much more interested in trying to get seal to really pop off. Because seal and ladybug seems like a pretty potent combination. Definitely imagine that working out. And then our garlic armor just doing a fantastic amount of heavy lifting there. Always love to run into a couple of grams when you have that popping along. And okay, definitely want you, cow. Might actually get rid of the ladybug, as much as I was just talking about ladybug seal combo popping off. Unfortunately, I am more interested in getting a cow out there. So I think we'll start here. We'll be buying this pair though, don't get me wrong. And it's hitting the perfect targets every time. We don't really want to buff up our caterpillar if possible. Or at least there's no real impetus to do so. So that works out lovely. And let's see, if we buy, sell, that brings us to 6. We could buy, sell, and then buy one more thing to just fill out the squad. I guess we'll even have 1 extra gold there, so 1 reroll. That works for me. Start here. And goodbye. Beautiful. No snap, pay to win sap. Indeed, yeah, we're trying it out here. Learning some new critters, some new creatures, and a whole bunch of stickers to be on the lookout for. Should be great. And then it's tempting to just buff out this buffalo, but I feel like this is still better in some regards. Maybe I should have sold our cow. Please don't hit our cow. Okay, never a problem, never mind. Game definitely has our back at this stage. So we could sell you, bring in like a skunk filler. Skunks are one of my favorite like filler animals for when you just have enough money and you need somebody in that 5th slot in your squad, because that ability definitely is able to pull its weight in gold even later on into the game here. I, of course, also very much want this seal. That's going to have to wait if I had to guess here. So let's get rid of you. Throw a skunk in the back just to keep it safe here. And fantastic. Something bad happened. Oh no. How bad is it? Seems okay? Game? Are we fine? Up against the awkward fanboys? I mean, again, I'm liking the look of this. It seems achievable. Very much doable at the very least. Fantastic. Full food builds? Maybe we're onto something here? Oh my gosh, especially if the game is just going to hand us all the seals we could possibly desire. In that case, let's bring you out. Is it as bad as a rooster comp? Oh, the good old dodo rooster. It's interesting, you definitely don't see it as much these days. Specifically dodo, I almost never see, which makes sense because I never really want to run them anyway. But it's definitely been a bit shaken up. I'm trying to think of what has replaced the rooster build. Like, is there anything that is exceptionally prevalent? Not off the top of my head. It's interesting at the very least. Please don't hit our skunk. Fantastic. Roll me once, because maybe we get a replacement for you. Is the cow worth it? I mean, we have a lot of health to play with, so I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. It's almost definitely worth it to think a little bit long term here. Let's pop you down, get some free milks. Fantastic. Just share the wealth all around the squad. Beautiful work, Seal. You're doing absolutely fantastic out there. Finally, level 2 Buffalo as well. Don't mind if I do. And chocolate. That there will be another one. So, all things go well here. We only have 3 more rounds. I don't know if it's possible to get a level 3 Buffalo. Level 3 Seal might be in the cards. It'd be nice to get a few more stickers under our belt if possible. A bit of mad cow disease at the back of the squad there, thanks to our bat friends, but not quite enough to take us down. Not today. And... You know, we'll probably be running Buffalo in the future. Let's try and hit level 3 Seal before the end. It also helps that buying you chocolate does pretty well for the entire team here. Like this. Oh, I definitely... Order. Not great. Should have started here for sure. Gotten a little bit of an extra buff. That seems prudent. Sauropod though, buy food and gain some gold back. That definitely seems like it might work up our alley. Level 3 cow, reach for the stars. Level 3 cow in 2 rounds would be nice. A hard, pretty far reach there, but crazier things have happened. All we need to do is draw 7 rounds in a row, get all the chocolate and all the cows we could possibly fill our shop with. Oh my gosh, that was the snipe of a century. See, when a dolphin snipes a metamorphosizing butterfly, that makes sense. But a leopard? That's wild. I don't know why I'm complaining so much, because we win these, but still, it's the principle that matters, the thing. Ooh, and multiple sauropods. I mean, it completely gets rid of the chances to get a level 3 cow as we're joking around about, but it is interesting. Let's try it out. It's our first time trying out some new pack things on camera here. We might as well take advantage of some of these fancy new animals, right? Unfortunately, not looking like a great start here. I was hoping for one food item that was up our alley so that we could at least feed the seal as well with our last remaining cash here. Because there's an interesting little bit of an order problem here. If we buy a food, we get 1 gold back, which then gives us enough to reroll. Wait a second. I'm onto something here. Let's feed our seal some meat. Seals always love a good meaty snack. That gives us enough money to roll again. And then we save the sauropod for the future. I was definitely hoping for chocolate. Unfortunately, I think we're going to fall just short, just barely shy of the level 3 seal. Or maybe we'll lose here? Even draw? Maybe? Just maybe? Praying for a strong team. Just this once, though. Afterwards, I definitely still want to get an easy win. Oh, that's it. Double Tyrannosaurus seems wild. It's going to be a close one. Unfortunately, we do get the victory here. And unfortunately, definitely a little bit tongue-in-cheek, because, hey, we danced with the one that brought us, this green beetle here, looking fantastic, and got double stickers for that. So that works out for me. As well as actually finally getting a victory on camera here. After 2 losses in a row, I thought it was all lost. There was no hope for us in the future, but Super Autopets always coming in clutch right as you're about to give up hope. There they are, uplifting you from your surroundings and making you feel great again.